Good evening, all. Welcome to our latest edition of Big Game Players with myself, Super, and my co-hosts Banjo, and Dr. Roo.
Banjo. How you doing, Banjo? You all right, mate?
Banjo might be your new name.
Really? Well,
I don't know, but it might be something that catches.
You've had a shocker of a start, haven't you?
You know what I mean? Let's hope we sort it out. Come on.
It's not how you start, Banjo. Not how you start. But anyway, guys, so International Week. I haven't watched much.
I don't think none of us have, mate. I've fallen out of love with international football.
Yeah. I don't mind the tournaments, like the tournament football, but the qualifiers. It's been a lot of friendlies as well, isn't it? I just can't get myself up with that.
Why do you think that is, guys? Is it just too much football these days?
Nah. I think, you know what it is? We us three, albeit I'm the oldest of the three, we were blessed when we were young. What's that? Not by far, mate. You're only a year below me. I know that. I'm not 100% sure where you are.
I might be older than you.
You're not 50, are you, brother?
Nah.
I'm 50 in April, sir.
Okay.
I'm 49.
You like that one, huh? Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, I think we're blessed because we got brought up with a certain nostalgia about international football. I was explaining it to a friend of mine the other day, or his son, that you got to remember when we were watching tournaments, that's all we had. We didn't have no football on tap to see all these players. Yeah. When there was an 86 World Cup and you was hearing, it was just Maradona guy.
Yes.
Or players of that ilk, and we watched it. We were fascinated. It was like Pandora's box of tricks. Nowadays, it's just a blur, and it's not even the high profile players. When we talk about what we're doing. When I was talking about some of the nostalgia and the Owarans who played for Saudi Arabia dribbling through teams and the Roger Millers, I think the guy, it was brilliant. It was a different era.
Bro, this is interesting you say this, right? So this was my argument about Messi for a long time. So those that know me, Messi's, for me, the best footballer that's ever lived. And I think it got a bit boring for people. Because they were watching him every week destroy it.
People got used to it.
They got used to it. So it becomes like the norm. Whereas someone like Maradona, you saw it in spades. You didn't see it every week.
No, you saw it in spells. And then, do you remember Football Italia when we got that? Yeah. It was like, Jesus, it was like, again,
with James Richardson.
Yeah, it was.
Beppe Signori.
Oh, that's
with Signori. Signori with his...
As good as Messi was, and Ronaldo could fall into that, Cristiano, I do think, and I love this word plethora, but there was a plethora of superstars when it was Maradona's time and the years after that. Yeah. Everywhere you looked. I mean, Romania had Georgi Hagi.
Yeah.
Bulgaria had Christos Stoichkov. I remember a player for Poland, Ziggy Boniek.
Yes, the striker, played for Juve.
These countries.
Let's not go too into it,
but because I'm going to give my opinion of what I think.
Yes, Benja.
Basically, what you're saying, Dr. Ruin, Super, is absolutely correct. There was that, it's just that excitement and that not knowing what you're going to see when you're, and the anticipation of watching these players play, and then when they fulfilled and even more than what you expected or imagined, it was just amazing. But I also think. Going back to when I was a kid, I would watch Sports Night for the international highlights.
Midweek Sports Special.
Midweek Sports Special with Steve Ryder.
Yeah.
But I would watch it. And the reason I'd watch it is because there wasn't a lot of football on.
There wasn't
a lot of football.
Who remembers Jeff
so
Thomas
any
going
bit of
through?
Football.
Yeah. England, Jeff Thomas going through and ballooning it. God knows where it went.
Jeff Thomas. So any bit of football which was on, I would watch.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't, say, Division 1 at the time or any European or whatever it was. But I think what it is now, there's so much football on that we literally pick and choose what interests us, what we rather watch. I mean, when you're watching the Premier League week in, week out, how are you going to pick yourself up for friendly?
Yeah, no, I agree. And the other thing you mentioned as well, and we've all said it here about the unknown watching these players. I don't even think they knew about themselves, like each other. When you had Argentina turning up in the World Cup playing Japan, there was no knowledge.
No.
It was like.
Are you saying there was no video scouts, Roo?
It wasn't to this level. Who's going to go and I mean, do you reckon that when who was it? Was it who was the opening day of the World Cup? Oh, when we bought off the back of LA's youth when it was Senegal. Was it Senegal? Senegal beat
France.
No, did they beat Maradona's Argentina in '94?
Who did they play when Canija got absolutely murdered?
Cameroon. You're talking about Cameroon, the 1-0.
Yeah, is it Cameroon? Right.
That was when
Oman Biik. That's it. Did you think they did research on Oman Biik?
But nobody had a clue about no one in that team.
No one.
McAnally and Roger Miller and all this and that. It was all new to all of us. And it was just that. There was excitement. There was that.
Even the players on our doorstep. I remember watching Russia, and obviously I'm a big Rocky movie fan. And watching these players, thinking these are all Dolph Lundgren. These are all Igor Belanov, Vasily Rats.
European player of the year, Igor Belanov. He won the Ballon d'Or.
Rats was a player. Rats was a player.
Players.
Desailly in goal.
Yeah.
But it was all new to us. You might hear the names and before the game or the week before the game, they will say, "Oh, watch out for this player," or whatever. But you didn't really know what to expect.
And do you know what helped us as kids?
Well, you had the Panini book.
I was about to say albums pre-tournaments.
Yeah, the Panini book.
But the Panini book didn't show them how to. It weren't showing us how to play.
But you've got a little reading of him. No, he's 6'3".
They even had a little star player, didn't they, on certain players or a badge?
No,
it was a different world.
I think it was. Yeah, there was an excitement of the innocence of it all, not knowing what you're going to see, but
100%.
anticipating something to see if it goes with the hype. And I remember the same with Ruud Gullit game. Like, I remember there was this thing where we were trading. It wasn't Panini, but we were trading in the playground, and Ruud Gullit was one of the most expensive players on it. And I was like, I've never seen this guy play PSV. I've never seen this guy play. And then after that, obviously you got the 88 euros. If you get it now, I get it. I get what brilliant.
It was brilliant, mate. It was brilliant times.
Well, look, guys. Without further ado, topic. So we were talking in the week, and there's no Premier League to the weekend just gone. So we thought it'd be an idea. Speaking of internationals, to all of us bring our best 11 to the table of international players that mean something to us, right? Roo, I think your concept here was not necessarily
the best that most people would pick, but what they meant to us as individuals.
Yeah. And we've decided to all go with a 4-4-2 formation and an alien formation in today's game.
Yeah, very true. I mean, I like the idea because there were so many strikers in my head, and I thought you got to give a couple of slots to them.
Like the old little and large.
Not necessarily the two
Toshak and Keegan.
Maybe.
So this is our favourite.
Quinn and Phillips.
This is our favourites, mate. Who did something to our heartstrings.
So, without further ado, let's see what team we've all come up with. No doubt mine will be the best by the end of it, but
we'll let the viewers decide, right? We'll let the viewers decide that one.
I mean, we'll let the viewers decide. Goalkeeper, Roo, kick us off.
Right. A lot of my players have revolutionised their positions, right? I like the idea of that. I look at it and I think, if anyone's
you haven't picked 11 forwards, have you?
No. If anyone's in the team where you can clearly look back and say he changed the way that position's been played, I went with Peter Schmeichel, mate. I went with Peter Schmeichel. My criteria, by the way, quickly, is they had to do something on an international scale. It weren't just the fact that domestically they were good. And Peter Schmeichel, off the back of winning the 92 Euros as well with his team, and everything that he did domestically, he deserved my number one spot. So I went with Peter Schmeichel, mate.
Banjo?
No surprise, I went with Peter Schmeichel as well.
Yeah, I thought me and Ban would be on the same.
Well, I think the criteria was before. Obviously, it's not just it's my favourite goalkeeper, but it's not just that. It's on the international scene, and he won the Euros '92 as well, and he was a big player in that tournament for Denmark.
In a very poor side, really.
Yeah, very average side. He was outstanding in the shootout. I think in the semi-final as well. Pulled off a couple of really good saves in the final. So I've gone for Peter Schmeichel.
And a phenomenal goalkeeper. Liverpool,
great
goalkeeper. To the side, one of the best ever.
Yeah.
Well,
Here we
It
go.
won't surprise you to know that Alisson. No, joking. It's not Alisson.
Bruce Grobbelaar.
Although, no, I've actually I was torn between two, but I've gone with and Schmeichel wasn't in the two, but but it's a good shout, by the way. Good shout from both of you there. Schmeichel was one of probably the Prem's best before Alisson. But anyway, Buffon kind of comes in mind.
Gigi.
It's a longevity. Was in the sticks for a long time. Big rep as a kid. Lot of pressure as a kid. Playing. By the way, you're playing in an Italian team primarily known for defensive displays, and Gigi Buffon was my one.
He won the World Cup as well.
Hard to argue. I actually had, when we talk about other keepers, I had the other Italian legend in Dino Zoff.
Yes,
because again, my earliest memories are that sort of 1982 time. I remember from a domestic level, Bruce Grobbelaar in Rome doing his spaghetti legs. But there's something that stands out. Where you and I lived, Mario, you remember the Italian contingency on that street? Yeah. And I remember Dino Zoff having a phenomenal World Cup in '82, and I think he hit over 100 caps, captain the side. So he was really good. And then the only other one I thought of that sprang to mind was Oliver Kahn.
I've got him on my list as well.
Yeah,
he was outstanding. I think he's quite underrated. It doesn't get enough of a mention nowadays, does he?
Neuer, Neuer not in that.
I've got Neuer listed. I've got Casillas as well.
I put Casillas. He's on my list here, Banjo. Casillas is on my list. And
I think Oliver Kahn had a weird attitude. Ben, he's like his demeanour was very. I'm going to take over the world. I'm
like a robot, innit? It was just
just the not a
bit
of
his
a cold.
name doesn't crop up nowadays. As a
Zayev.
Zayev, I ain't going that far back, mate. Like, I mean, listen, that USSR team. I said off air that
he was in the 88 Euros.
I'm a big.
You've gone back. He was in the 82.
No. I take that back. But I'm a big Rocky movie fan, and as I said to you both on there, watching that USSR team, it was like they just come out of a chemical lab. It was like 11 machines.
They probably did, Roo.
Mate, you know what? I won't be surprised by him, but he was good.
Let's go. Let's move on. Right backs. Banjo. So you two have both gone Schmeichel. I'm going to write these down. Yeah. So I've got
my right back, World Cup winner. Looked like he was enjoying the game. Smile on his face. I don't know. It was just
waiting.
It was like a permanent smile. I don't know if it was just his face, but that sight of him lifting the World Cup as well. Cafu.
Sorry, Super, but that's mine as well, bro. That's mine.
So have you got Rob Jones?
Mate, it's my right back.
I've actually written down 3 names here. I'm going to choose one now. It's whether I want to be different, but Cafu is actually the first name on there. Go on, I'm going Cafu too. I agree. I think
what
attacking.
What a captain, what a player. Up and down.
The only,
Elegance.
Who else was on your list, Banjo?
The only one that... Sorry, go on, Ben.
On my list.
Were there any others? Or was it?
I only had one other right back. I had Lilian Thuram.
That's exactly my other one here.
Yeah, the French one, of course.
Actually, I had Thuram, and the other one I wrote, a bit of an outsider.
Berthold. Oliver Berthold.
I like Lahm. Philippe Lahm.
Yes. Yeah.
Pep's actually cited him as one of the best players he's actually coached.
Yeah.
One of the most coachable players as well, I think he labelled him. But I wrote down Cafu and Thuram, so we were all on the same hymn sheet there. I think
I'm gonna quickly go into a very, very short segue. The reason I fell in love in '82 with that beautiful yellow shirt, and it was the fact that people still argue to this day that '82 team, maybe along with the Dutch teams, were the best team never to win the World Cup or a big tournament.
Yeah.
But there was a guy who played for them called Junior.
Yes, with a big hair.
Kept watching this guy go up and down. He was like an early version of Cafu. Yeah. And in that team they had, the flamboyance. I just fell in love with it. The Socrates.
What a joy that team was, isn't it?
Who scored? Was he the guy that scored that goal against Northern Ireland? Or was that
Josimar?
Josimar, yeah.
Josimar. The 82 team, as Dr. Roux says, it was Junior, Falcao, Socrates.
And it was Paolo Rossi. Yeah.
Pablo Rossi destroyed him with a hat trick.
Yeah.
I was only
that was a great. I think that team just couldn't defend, but they were brilliant. And that other guy in midfield, the Fiorentina player, Oh, that was Falcao.
Falcao, yeah. And he played for Roma as well in the end.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's our right back.
Give us a left back, Roo.
Listen, we have to agree in it. If we're gonna talk about what I've just said, flamboyant.
There's one guy that I'm gonna beat. Oh, one more on the right back. Sorry.
Go on.
Because I spoke to someone at work about this actually. I told him what we were covering tonight. And it was a good shout, but I think you need to mention Zanetti.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the level what the players have mentioned.
Not in the bracket.
No. Go on, left back.
With this chap, Mr. Roberto Carlos.
Yeah. I've got to agree.
Was the fact that when I watched him, whether for club or country, I just for a fullback to have that expectation.
Yeah.
To expect him to do something magical, shots, crosses, long-range passes.
Yeah.
Again, I hadn't seen that before. Yeah. And I had this argument with a friend of mine who kept saying, "Oh yeah, but his free kicks were crap. They hardly ever went in." I said to him, even if they never went in, what he did in the tournoi was just more than enough for me, mate.
Exactly. And the thing is, he could influence a game from that position.
What a player. Yeah. What a player.
Fantastic.
And you talk about Galacticos. I know we're just moving away a bit for that Real Madrid team, but he was as big as any of them in that bloody side. So, phenomenal footballer. Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. No, I've gone for Roberto Carlos.
I'm not going to agree with you,
boys. Who you got, mate?
I've moved. I have to say, though.
I've written down two, so...
I have to say that
it's whether I want to be different.
It's another great fullback. But
I'm going to put...
He played centre-back as well. He played centre-back as well.
I think you've got the same one as me, but we're talking about
All right, boys, I'm going to stick with Carlos as well, for his shooting ability and what have you not.
I've got one more.
Very, very unlucky was Bremer. Bremer's very
I've
unlucky.
got Bremer down as well.
I've got Bremer.
Bremer's very unlucky not to make this team.
He was brilliant.
He won the 1990 World Cup, scored the penalty in that. Yeah,
superb left back, and he
also played in the '86 as well.
But I've stuck. Go on. Carlos is in.
Yeah.
Centre backs.
Yeah. Again, I'm pretty sure we're gonna move into the same place.
I'm going to pick the one who I think Dr. Ru's got as well.
Well, I think we've all got
Paolo
that one.
Maldini.
I don't think anyone's picking an international side without him.
He's the greatest. He's the greatest defender ever in my opinion.
He's
but second best. But okay.
He is excellent, and he has done it on such a level, so consistently at fullback, at centre back.
Yeah, just
phenomenal footballer,
classy player, classy guy. The only thing I was a little bit upset about it was he didn't win the World Cup with when Italy won it. He wasn't in that squad, was he?
Oh, he did not. I didn't. 2006. I thought it was instinctively. No, you're probably right.
I might be wrong, but I think.
And who's alongside him?
So this was my dilemma. So I looked at it and I wanted someone from the Dutch team of '88, right? And in my team, we'll look at it in a minute. I couldn't squeeze anyone else in. So I went with someone a bit like Maldini, who played both positions, who I thought was a phenomenal player. And I went with Ronald Koeman next to him. I thought Ronald Koeman was...
Rude, guess what name is on my list?
Ronald Koeman?
Ronald Koeman.
There you go, my man.
I wanted someone who can... Look, I'm not sure he's the best, but Gun Banjo, who you got before we go into others?
Well, I thought I'll go for the one defender in my lifetime who got the Ballon d'Or. I went with Cannavaro.
Cannavaro? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can't argue against
him
that.
on
this. But you know what? That's going against a little bit the principle of this. I wouldn't say I preferred. I know we're saying our favourite.
There's loads there though. You got Baresi's.
I went with Cannavaro.
I thought Nesta. You got Desai.
Yeah.
If you really want to go,
he got the nod for me because he captained the Italian team when they won the World Cup. He won the Ballon d'Or as well.
Yeah,
so I just
do you know what it was with Koeman as well, and it's maybe unfortunately your mind gets blurred. He also was a defender that brought another facet to the game. The way he took a free kick, the way he ran the show at the back, he controlled, and no Dutch players, man, across all our eras are hard people to control. He managed to keep that team in check in that 1998 Euros, and it was a phenomenal.
Do you remember his goal? Do you remember his goal for Barcelona in the Champions League final against Sampdoria?
The free kick.
I mean, that's just
phenomenal.
Not many centre backs could do that, can they?
No. He was great.
I think, like I said, Puyo, PK. These are they had good spells at international level.
There's another one, Ramos.
Yeah, Ramos. I just, you know what? Again, I think it's just my bias of seeing some of these. We spoke about it before. The glamour, the kind of the vavavoom that these guys gave me when I was young. You know, it was special. So maybe I was blinded by that a little bit. But
no.
I'll tell you what. Totally at this stage, I'm going to ask one question.
Yeah.
And I might spoil it for the rest of it, but go on. Let's just put a little curveball before we go into the picking who we think. Who's the best player to have missed your teams?
Wow.
Just don't go into detail, just the name for now, and we'll talk it through later.
I've got one who I really wanted to put in.
Oh, mate, it's hard.
One player who's missed your team. Come on.
Did I give you one? Just one.
I've got one.
One name. Just want to name him. We'll come back to it.
Oh my God, that's exactly mine.
He was my third striker.
I wanted him in my team because I actually think as a striker, it's just a textbook.
Yeah.
But he never made my team.
No. I just wanted the name at this stage.
Yeah, Van Basten.
We're going to come back. Mine's Ronaldo.
Which one?
R9.
CR7.
Right, listen, I'm done. I'm like, oh, CR7.
CR7's
yeah. No, we're all right. We're good.
Right. Left mid.
Left mid. I went with the wonderful Wizards that, again, every time I watched him, I couldn't stop smiling. Ronaldinho. Absolute genius out there. Sorry, man, but me and you got the great minds, bro.
We must have been watching the games together.
I don't think anyone's not got Ronaldinho on their list. Any person who, you know,
it was such a joy.
Enjoys football and enjoys watching someone looking happy to be on a pitch and what have you not.
Yeah. And not just that, Sue, but I think the other thing is sometimes, I mean, he could have been brilliant on his own. I think I might have mentioned them already. I did, I think. But like your Hadjis in your Romanian team, your Stoichkovs, individual superstars in average-ish kind of teams. But he was in a fantastic Brazilian team. You know, the R's that were flowing around there. But he was just a match winner on his own. He was a phenomenal footballer. The stuff he did, just to this day. I mean, some people argue he's better than Messi. And that's how high they put him in that argument.
You know what?
I'm not sure who'd argue that, but okay.
No, I'm not saying. I don't think he was. But
I've heard many a person.
But I can definitely appreciate people who might prefer to watch him as opposed to Messi.
I think they were talking about not necessarily the output, but the flamboyance.
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
he had something, didn't he?
Let's talk about on the other side, right mid.
Well, this is where I've put Lionel. I've put Lionel over there. Sorry, mate. I've put Lionel over there.
I don't have any. Banjo, I'm assuming you've gone the same here.
The 4-4-2
Messi as well.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's not picking Messi.
Do you know what? This is really interesting because I really did it. Obviously, we're looking back at hundreds of players here.
Yeah.
And we're coming up with the same team.
I think there's only one that I might pick, Ban, that you won't, and it's because I fell in love with him.
Well,
yeah.
Messi for me.
Same.
No one needs to know that for me is the best player to have graced the game of football.
What you say?
He's the best player to have graced the game of football. The way he plays the game, the way he sees the game, and I'm not just talking goals. People used to say Ronaldo, Messi, goals, and I'm like, no. Watch Messi. It's not just goals. He spots a pass. He defends splitting pass. It's quick thinking, pass move on a quicker level than Ronaldo. Different players.
You said it a couple of times, and that's how strong you believe it about the best player ever. And I can't sit here and argue it because unfortunately we don't have crystal balls to see. But I actually think that Maradona, in a world where he could be guided better and allowed to be as flamboyant as he used to be, but without being touched the way Messi wasn't allowed to be touched, would have been a better player in this modern era. That's just my take. But away from that argument, there isn't anyone else.
I agree with that.
There isn't anyone else. Yeah, it's just them two in their own little bracket. And Argentina are blessed. Credit to them for producing two wizards.
Centre mid. I think one of them.
My first one.
I think one of them's going to be
Zizou, right?
One behind
Banjo.
Yeah, it's got to be Zizou, man. I mean,
this is what we're talking about. I'm not saying Zidane is a better player than Messi or anything like that. but I'd rather watch Zidane
all day long.
I got more joy watching Zidane.
All day
That's
long.
me personally.
What did you enjoy, Banjo? I mean, I'm sure a lot of our listeners will have seen Zidane, but there might be some younger listeners who didn't see Zidane.
I just thought he just played. He was so elegant, so class. It looked so effortless. It looked so natural to him for a big man as well. To have the technical mastery, ability he had was just phenomenal. And he was a big game player. Scored 2 World Cup winning goals. Scored the winner in the Champions League. For me, it was just absolute joy.
Ban, I can pay him, and all these things you said are bang on the money. Is he played football at his pace?
Yeah.
No one ever rushed him. No one ever obviously the only time was the infamous World Cup final.
But even though that kind of added to the enigma, if you like.
Yeah, of course.
If he hadn't won the World Cup before that would have been really upsetting.
Yeah.
But he clocked it. He clocked football. He done it all.
Super.
Personally and with his teammates, whatever team that was, whether it was club football or international football. He was just an absolute brilliant player.
You talk about a player that you couldn't get the ball off. You talk about a player who's, like you said, can playing football at his own pace. And I think the biggest masterclass, I always go back to this game, 2006. It was meant to be the World Cup of Ronaldinho. Everyone was expecting Ronaldinho to run that World Cup. He was the man going into that World Cup.
And I think people started to think at the time
Zidane
was maybe not at his best.
Had he gone away from football and come back even? Or I don't know.
He wasn't regarded as the best player in the world at that time.
He didn't.
I think he paused international football for a bit, didn't he?
I think that's what it was, Ru. I think that's what it was. There was a pause of some sort. And he's come back. And he's just run that. He ran that game.
Yeah. The other thing I say, Super, is I always love to hear ex-pros talking. Like when you recently I've watched some stuff with Rio Ferdinand when he was talking about Stevie and other people talking about Stevie from a domestic perspective, and you think, oh, bloody hell, I rated him, but if these guys are rating him,
they'll know best.
But when you talk about Zidane, you hear like Beckham say when he turned up at Real Madrid, he would just watch him and think, why am I on this pitch with this guy? Like this guy is an alien compared to me. And Roberto Carlos would say, Nine will talk about it.
There's quite a few ex-United players at that time who played against him.
Phenomenal
club football and international football who say that he's the best player they've faced.
Absolutely. And then, brilliant.
Who's playing next to him?
This is my anomaly, and I don't think you guys will match it. I had 2 here because again, I
think one of my 2 could be in your 2.
Well, but Ban mentioned him earlier on the one I didn't put in, but I won't mention him yet. I put Michel Platini in there because
he's on my list, but not in my team.
I watched him in 1984 run the show with Tigana next to him with his socks rolled down, and the reason it pushed it over the line for me is when you when you listen to Thierry Henry, he actually still says Michel Platini is the best French player of all time. So when Thierry Henry, you hear him say it in an interview where he's played with Zidane.
Okay, he played with Zidane. Okay,
and he did win the 1984 Euros. So again, it was my early kind of memories watching this guy glide through, no shin pads at times. Yeah. He was brilliant, mate.
And it was a double Ballon d'Or winner as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Who have you picked there, Banjo?
This is where I'm saying, where I said my team is a great team on paper, but balance-wise, it's probably not. Am I allowed to put Maradona in midfield?
If you want, yeah.
It's your team. I've
stuck Diego, who I personally believe is the greatest of all time.
Greatest player of all time.
Okay. And I've put him in midfield. I've actually seen him play live.
I'm trying to think which one. That like Spurs testimonial game.
Yeah, I was there. My football club at the time took us. And they were playing, It was just before the World Cup, the 86 World Cup. It was Ozzy Ardiles' testimonial. Right. And they were playing
shirts.
Yes. And they were playing Inter Milan. Yeah. And there were so many great players. I think even people like Rummenigge were playing. And
you got to love that warm-up he used to do, right?
I did see the warm-up. I can't remember him doing that.
No, I'm saying like when you watch the videos of him, like.
So I've actually, I can say I saw him play live.
You put him there.
But like a lot of these players, obviously Champions League saw him play live, but even Maradona and I just want a player. '86 World Cup. And
Stuff
he was doing there, stuff he was doing at Napoli as well. It's just
Yeah.
for me, he's the greatest.
Yeah.
I had two names. I've narrowed it down to one. Actually, I'm going more orthodox centre mid, and I'm going for a mid that ran the show in 1990.
German
Lothar Matthäus.
Lothar
Yeah,
Matthäus
he's on my
was
list.
straight in my
He was
team.
coming in
He's on my
my
list. He's on my
Up
list.
and down. You talk box to box midfielder, could hit a couple of goals in that World Cup from outside the box.
More than
I
a
believe.
couple. It's got a good.
But I'm saying
goals.
a couple from outside the box.
Yeah. One against
Super, do
Yugoslavia.
you remember where I lived in Enfield on our road? Yeah. Do you remember there was an alleyway?
Yeah.
Next to my house.
Yeah.
I was Lothar Matthäus probably like 100 times. I just wanted to be that guy. So in theory, he should have been in there, but Platini,
he should have been in mine as well.
Platini, I was 101 times. It was just that little bit extra kind of panache. But what a player!
He was the best player in 1990 World Cup, wasn't he?
The way he carried that ball, and you knew his shot was coming.
Yeah.
The couple of players that missed out for me, and only because I loved the team, Xavi and Iniesta.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it will be harsh to not mention them two.
They're on my list, but it didn't feel right putting one and not the other. It's almost like they had to come as a package.
Okay.
Is that
100%? I get you. When it comes to midfielders, this is where I had so many. So I talked about players that did a lot for me, and he was so close to being ahead of Platini. Was Zico?
I've got him on my list as well.
Zico.
82 World Cup.
Just watching the body swerves of his number 10, and I'm a big fan.
And
of
you know what?
10.
Going back to what we were saying earlier about the not knowing what he never played in Europe as well.
I know.
So we didn't get to see
he didn't. No, he didn't. He stuck to what was his team in Brazil?
Not Flamengo.
It was Flamengo. I think the black and white stripes. It was.
Or Santos. Santos.
No, he wasn't.
Santos was Neymar. Pele was Santos.
He was Flamingo with a red and black.
Oh, red and black. I was going to say black and white Santos.
Yeah.
And it's just like he was a bit of, the unknown as well. 100%. But you heard Zico, the best Brazilian since Pele and all this.
I've got a name for you guys, speaking of World Cup.
Socrates.
No. Although you can. Who remembers Valderrama with that hair coming up?
Mate. Rene Dieter at the back with his scorpion kicks. But no, I had people like, so I said about the Dutch team and I put Ronald Koeman in there because I felt someone for me needed to go in there, but I could have quite easily put Gullit and Rijkaard in there. Rijkaard was phenomenal. And a little bit later with the Dutch team, Clarence Seedorf never gets enough flowers, man.
Yeah.
He don't get the flowers he deserves. Phenomenal footballer, just not quite enough for the international stage. And then Rivaldo. I know we talk about Ronaldinho and that team, but Rivaldo was phenomenal footballer.
I've even got Figo in here.
Figo
on my list.
I just think Portugal always flattered to deceive.
Yeah.
In his time, it was a little bit. But such a good, like list of players there, mate. Okay. And you know what, Super? I think if I was picking a unit and I wanted to put someone to complement Zidane, I'd probably put Matthäus. I would, I think, but I just.
That's what I'm saying. If I had to, pick a team with the right balance.
Well, that's why my team would win, because obviously. Bit more thoughtful. You guys gung ho in your approach. Generally, week in, week out on this show, your gung ho approach shows. But anyway,
mine and Dr. Rue's team will have the most fans because we'd be the most enjoyable to watch.
It would be so good. And the front two, I think. Well, you've obviously picked one of my front two in there.
I've Maradona's playing off my front man.
Yeah, same here. Diego Armando Maradona is.
Yeah.
I just can't tell you what that guy did for me as a kid, man.
Well, you talk about single-handedly winning a World Cup, literally. Does that blemish him a bit?
No.
Why does everyone just turn a blind eye to it? It's okay. He just jumped up, punched one.
Henry did what he did against
Ireland,
and no one.
But I'm saying he jumped up, punched one in casually. Okay. It's okay.
His chance. The referee.
There was no VAR. The keeper tried. It didn't work. I mean,
but it's okay with you guys.
Well, listen.
And 1 minute.
Listen,
1 minute. 1 minute.
Well, he weren't going to give England any favours. There was a lot going on.
Was that the first goal?
And all this and that.
Yeah, that was the first goal. Yeah.
So he wouldn't have been on the pitch for the second goal in today's game.
Booked. It wouldn't have been a red. It would have been
off, especially back then. He ain't getting sent off. Bigger concern was how Shilton got out jumped by someone 5'4".
By the way, I was trying to think of a way to get my man who's just behind me there to my whatever it is. Let me see. So obviously poor for England, right? Apart from that wonderful goal in the Maracanã. But you know that guy changed that game that day? And
Yeah,
if
when he came
Robson
on,
had the balls to put him on earlier...
he put in 2 balls in, Lineker got
Come
one,
on,
and then
man.
Lineker
One
missed
went
the
in,
other.
and how the hell did Lineker miss the other one?
Yeah,
he was
I remember that.
was probably one of his best games in an England shirt that day.
He was a
but
Watford player at
obviously,
the
the
time.
guy next to him was too good.
Yeah.
He was brilliant, man. He was one of the few players that I just could not wait to watch. Every time there was an... I mean, the thing against Belgium. Do you remember the Belgium game?
Oh, the semi-final. Yeah.
5 went left, he went right, and it was like, you got that famous picture.
Going at them again. Brilliant run by Maradona.
Speaking of that World Cup.
Yeah.
Laudrup?
Who?
Michael Laudrup?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had Preben Elkiar up front with him.
And
Very,
Elkiar,
very
yeah. Next
Moroso.
Laudrup, though, was probably scored a great goal in that World Cup. That was probably when he was at the peak of his game around then.
Yeah.
I liked his brother at Rangers, actually. I mean, much lower key, much not as good, obviously, but much lower key. But
funny you mentioned Michael Laudrup, because he's probably Denmark's greatest ever player, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. He wasn't in the 92 Euro.
You'd have him ahead of Agger.
Moby's the best.
Moby.
Jan Moby, mate. Anyway, no,
but he wasn't in the 92 team.
Even though he was how old he was at that time.
No, he wasn't too old.
He wasn't old, no?
I think because it was a late. He refused to go. There's it's something to look up, actually.
It might have been to do with the war, maybe. That
and what about
there was something why he refused to go. He wasn't old because he was 92. After that, I think it was Barca at the time.
Right, I'm mindful of the time. We've got guys.
Right, mindful.
We need to get the roll show.
Let's go.
The show rolling. Banjo, who's your first forward?
My first forward, I'm going for.
Actually, go and hit us with your combo. Who's both
combo?
of your forwards?
I could go further than the 2 Ronaldos, both of them.
So you've got 2 Ronaldos.
Cristiano up front. I think he's the greatest goal scorer of all time. The numbers don't lie. He's also done it at international level. He's won the European Championships.
He's a cheerleader.
He's in.
Cheerleader. He didn't play.
Come on. Right. Anyway, and then the other one, the Brazilian.
He didn't play in that. He was in. It was off the pitch.
Oh, right, there we go.
Maradona's mine behind R9. I mean,
I can't argue with that. But R9 is the best.
I my house for a season ticket for that one. I'd no problem with that.
Mine is Maradona with Van Basten. I've gone with Van Basten. I think Van Basten. You talk about a goal scorer. You talk about a player whose career was cut short. You talk, and who could ever forget that goal?
Yeah.
That was against that side. That was against
that side. Yeah. Who could ever forget that goal? What a strike, So, and then who's missed out in those striker roles? Loads.
No, the biggest one for me is Romario.
And Romario, yeah.
Mate, Romario, because again, you've got to remember he won the 1994 World Cup.
Yeah, he did. He was the best
player. Again, I like listening to other players, and Ronaldo, R9, would say this guy just mesmerised him. And he goes, he taught him so much. And obviously he had Bebeto next to him, which was, he was all right. But Romario was just majestic. And the way the toe poke finish.
Yeah. It just made it look like, why side foot it when I could just do that in the net?
Brilliant.
I had a player there, but it's escaped my mind in those few seconds.
Did anyone mention Roberto Baggio?
Baggio, well, that was the guy that I had in mind. Yeah, Baggio was a...
Well, they were the best 2 players in the 94 World Cup, weren't they? Romario
and the thing is, it's moments, right? Do you remember Baggio in 1990 when he done that dribble?
Against Czechoslovakia at the time.
Yeah.
Again, I never knew of him before that.
Same here, man. I didn't. And you just... the ponytail.
Yeah. No Roger Miller?
Yeah, again, we've got names like that for nostalgia. I mentioned Owarang.
With the eyes.
I'll tell you someone we haven't mentioned who I think deserves a mention if we're talking
about
the forwards. I put Jurgen Klinsmann there.
Yeah, Jurgen
Klinsmann. He was brilliant in the night.
If you're going to talk about international goal scorers, you can't talk about Klinsmann. You've got to talk closer, surely. Miroslav, closest scoring.
But
Klinsmann was a good centre forward.
Ivan Rijkaard, who could forget the spat.
Yeah, right.
Literally.
It was brilliant, man. It was funny because there's one neither of you have mentioned, which I was thinking about, because for his country, I think only Raul's better than him, is Butragueño.
Yeah. The Vulture.
Yeah. Come on, man. But they weren't great, Spain, for years.
Nah.
Like when I was young, they were just like the cannon fodder.
To be honest, they never were before that great team. No.
And why have we not got Salah in this team?
Because he's Egyptian.
Because he's Egyptian, and we're talking
We're
about
talking about international bums on seats. Like,
he's an international player.
I tell you who we could mention though, but again, it's just not he's George Weah, you know, but he never got anywhere, you know. We're going to talk about players that had impact on the international stage.
When I did this, I was looking at the international tournaments more than anything.
What,
Gary
fans?
Lineker?
Oh, man, not for me. Not in this conversation.
No, but I'm not saying for this conversation, but impact on a tournament.
He won the Golden Boot in the '86 World Cup, and I think he scored 4 in 1990. To be fair to him, so he's got 10 tournament football goals.
Do you guys remember Hugo Sanchez?
Yeah, the Mexican.
Come on, man, with his bounces and
Madrid,
Correca.
See, that was man. But anyway, I think we've entertained people with our
And you know what? We're pretty much
there weren't a lot of differences, was there?
And you know what I've noticed while we've been speaking, the smiles on our faces speak volumes.
Yeah. And hopefully the people listening to this feel the same.
Yeah, Ben, and this is why if I did it now, if we said let's do it from 2010 onwards or something, we'd be like, there's nothing really that excites us anymore.
Nah.
And I think any generation will say, if you talk to the youngsters now at the football, they're not going to be like, yeah, I'm enjoying watching Foden and like, what? There isn't any more.
I think there was
best international goal you've seen.
There's a lot of characters as well, you know.
Best international goal I've seen, competitive level or any level.
Mine's easy.
Either level.
The Roberto Carlos free kick in the tournoi.
Mine is
fantastic.
The importance of the goal. I'm going for Diego against England.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus.
Yeah. But another one that's under. Look, it was a meaningless friendly, but just for athleticism.
John Barnes against Brazil.
No, John Barnes. But no, I'm talking like single hit. I'm talking Ibrahimovic against England.
Oh, the overhead kick.
He was virtually on the touchline.
Was that the worst football debut ever? Shawcross.
Shawcross, yeah.
I think it was marking him.
I'm just saying, though, from where he took it to, like, you know.
Yeah. Surely the worst debut ever, though, digressing a bit, is Woodgate's for Real Madrid, isn't it?
Yeah, scored no goal straight away, did he?
Didn't he then?
Did he get sent off?
Did he
get sent off? He might got sent off as well. But
anyway.
Okay. Look, guys.
Brilliant. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah, good.
Loved it.
Yeah, and then look, we go back this week to Premier League action. We're back. Liverpool v United.
See, this is what I think with all three of us have got on so well this show.
Have you lot in the last week? Have you lot in the last week listened back and laughed at your concept that United could beat Liverpool?
No,
I didn't say United will beat Liverpool. I didn't say.
Oh, they won't now.
Probably will beat Liverpool.
They won't.
It's possible they can beat Liverpool
now. Okay,
yeah, it's possible.
Right. Stop, please, man.
Let's go.
For God's sake.
Let's go.
But you know what I said last week, which I think is
you said a lot.
Yeah, I did. But what I said last week, and I want to ask you if you know it is correct. When you lose, it's a long week or 2 weeks when there's international football to play your next game, isn't it? Are you still feeling a little bit negative towards your team?
Off the back of 3 defeats, I wanted the break.
Yeah, I get
that. We've had the break.
I get that. You ain't exactly got a spring in your step, have you?
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I think it's I get what you're saying, but like Super said, I needed the break, bro, and I think the players needed it as well, and you know,
and I think Super
we needed a home game. We needed a home game.
You needed a break.
I didn't need this game, Super. I didn't need United at Anfield, mate. I did not need that.
I have to be honest with you. It's
I don't know what you're worried about.
It's not a game I need either. We won our last game. And
yeah, but I said to you,
we're so fragile. The last thing we need is an Anfield or Liverpool.
I said to you, and I still stick by it, but you're going to fight your corner, and I get it, is for me, for you guys, it's a free hit. I genuinely believe that. I know you're saying...
I don't think you get a free hit when you're Man United, Roo. If we lose, the media's on us again.
We're rolling. We're going to roll. Right. We're going to roll it. Bournemouth at home to Fulham. That was... No. This was... I'm going back quickly before.
Yeah.
I said a home win. Roo, you said a draw. Banjo, you said home win. 1 point each for me and Banjo. Roo, Don't know where you got your draw from, but okay. Leeds v Spurs.
Close.
Leeds v Spurs. Super said away win. Rue and Banjo both went with a draw. Point for Super, nothing for you two. Shock. 3 home wins for Arsenal. We've all got a point.
Hey.
Man U v Sunderland. Super went with a home win. Rue and Banjo went with draws.
Oh, flipping hell, did I really?
Super 4 out of 4. I might point out. Chelsea v Liverpool. Me and Rue both went with an away win. Banjo went with a draw. No points there. We then go on to the Sunday.
I think he's beating us, Rue.
Villa, Burnley. We all went with a home win, so we've all got a point there. Everton v Palace. Draw, away, draw. No one got any points there. None of us saw Everton winning that. Well, there you go. They've beaten the Palace. Newcastle Forest. We've all gone with a home win, so we've all got a point there. Wolves v Brighton. I went with an away win. You boys both went with a draw. Both got a point there.
He's beating us.
And Brentford v Man City. We've all gone away win. So I'm going to tally this up. 4, 5, 6, 7 for me. Rue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Banjo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, all right, we get it. Let's move on.
When we say someone knows their football, someone knows their football. But okay.
You know, 2 of the results you said were winners in injury time, which would have given me the bloody results.
Okay, yeah.
Right, but let's move on.
Ifs, buts, maybes, mate.
Yeah, true.
Okay. But, yeah, must do better, lads. 5 out of 10, Rue. Come on. That's a shocker.
We did next week, this week.
We are. That's what we're going on to now to wrap the show up. Forest Chelsea. Ange needs something here, surely.
Right, you know what? I'm going first. I'm going to go with a draw.
Banjo?
I just can't see. I can't see Forest I can't see Ange getting anything. But the thing is, surely this
all season or this game.
The run has to end at some point. But I don't think it's going to be this week.
So Chelsea you're going with? Yeah, away win for sure. I think I know which song's coming up this weekend. Someone's getting sacked in the morning. Brighton v Newcastle. Banjo.
I'm really liking Newcastle at the moment, what they're doing. So I'm going to go Brighton. Obviously, great result last week, but I'm going to go for away win.
Away win. Rue?
Draw.
Yeah, draw for me too. I think Brighton out at home, Burnley v Leeds. Ooh. Go on, I'll kick this one off. I'm going to go with a draw. 2 unexciting teams.
Leeds are unexciting.
Don't mind if I see them both go down, but yeah, okay. Draw.
I'm going to give.
Although my late uncle was a Leeds fan, so apologies to my late uncle.
I'm going to give Burnley the benefit of the doubt and give them a win, home win.
You're going with a home win.
I'll go for a draw.
Draw. Palace v Bournemouth.
Ooh.
Rue, you're kicking us off with this one.
Draw.
Banjo?
I'm the same. Draw.
I'm going to go with a home win. I think Palace at home can have a bit too much for Bournemouth, although Bournemouth are a good side there. Man City, Everton. Banjo, kick us off.
Home win.
I can't think anyone's going anything but there. Sunderland v Wolves.
Home win for me.
And for me. Rue?
Yeah, for a draw.
Are you taking this serious, Rue?
I'm taking this serious. It's a draw all day long.
Or are you just like picking stuff out of a hat there or something? I don't know what you got there. But...
Oh, mate. I'm just dreading the Liverpool bloody prediction. Come on.
Tottenham v Villa.
Ooh.
No. Shall I go?
Go on.
Draw.
Draw.
Mm.
Wow.
No. Go back. Sorry.
Mm.
Home win.
What? Because I
Yeah, I was going
questioned
to
you.
say, I think Spurs.
No,
I think
home
Spurs,
win.
I think Spurs nick it. No,
Yeah.
oh, man, because Villa have got good defence, you know.
They do. Well,
They haven't let no goals in. They've not let any goals in, man. It's
Yeah,
surprising. I'm going draw. Go draw. Sorry, man.
I'll stick with the home win.
So you're going draw, Roo. I'm going home
Yeah.
win. Liverpool United. Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you guys should really be saying home
Yeah,
win.
I'm gonna go. I'm
gonna go with my heart.
Oh, you are, Roo. You are. You're
Yeah,
not getting scared now. You've
going home.
I'm
found
going to
some
go with my
confidence.
heart, and there's no. I just can't do it as a United fan and say they're going to beat us. So I'm just going to say draw.
Yeah, and you've had two in the last 3 years or something. 2 in the last 3 years can happen.
Yeah. But no, if I was you guys, I'll be
home win.
I'll be quite confident. But
For anyone that likes a little punt, although we're not.
Did you mention Arsenal? Did we mention Arsenal? Fulham Arsenal. Right.
For anyone that likes a little punt, Liverpool -1.
There's gambling now.
Well, I'm just saying for anyone that.
You know what? There's going to be people fuming if they listen to you.
There is a Fulham Arsenal game in there.
Yes, there is.
Who's at home?
I tried to miss it on purpose. I will say, as much again, my head and heart, I've got to be clear in mind. I'm going to say an away win.
Yeah.
Banjo?
I think Arsenal have got a bit of a
Too strong
at the moment. Yeah, away win.
I'm going draw.
Wow.
Yeah.
Liverpool. So according to Mario, Liverpool will be top of the league after the weekend.
Okay, no, man. I enjoyed this international break, man. I loved it.
It's no stress in it.
Just relax, like talking nice things, and now already I'm feeling my blood pressure.
Let's just hope there's no
West Ham
decisions
United
with VAR next week. And
Monday night, West Ham United v Brentford.
This is his second game in charge, isn't it? Because he had his debut or gaffer. Brentford.
I think he's had a couple there, West Ham, or is it one now?
Anyway, I think they win that first game at home. Yeah.
I agree. West Ham home win. He's obviously got his players. He's probably been. I don't think there's many internationals there. I don't know how.
Yeah, home win for me
he
too.
would have worked with them over the period of time.
Yeah.
So we're saying game of the weekend, looking like Liverpool v United.
Yeah, it's got to be.
We're saying arguably the most important game of the week, Forest v Chelsea. Could have big implications for Ange there.
Yeah. And you know what? Another one I like the look of on paper is Spurs Villa. I do like the idea. That looks like. What time is that one? Super.
That's a Sunday 2:00 game.
Okay.
Lovely.
Cool.
And then you can settle into Liverpool United.
Are you up there this week? You up there?
Going up there on Sunday, yeah. I'm up there on Sunday.
Taking your little fella?
Sorry?
Taking your little fella with you? Or?
No, actually, taking someone from work who's a United fan.
Oh, God.
If he's lucky, I won't tell the fans around me that he's a United fan.
Oh,
how does he even want to sit in there? As a United
I can't
fan?
do it.
I can't do that.
I can't do that stuff, man.
Well, that's what he's doing.
Anyway,
you stitching him up. You just you don't like him. You just want to beat it up. You want to beat him up, so turn up to work the next day, innit?
No. He actually asked to come, so he's going to come. And look, guys, enjoyable show, listeners. Really sorry. I hope you've enjoyed the show. I know we've overrun a bit tonight. We had, we got excited with our.
But that's what happens. What do they say when you're in the moment? You're having fun. Time just flies, bro.
And guys and listeners, if I had let these two loose and went hurrying them along, you'd probably be listening for another 2 hours. You'd have had to do about 5-car journeys listening to these clowns. But anyway,
loved it, guys. Loved it.
Thanks, Roo. Thanks, Banjo.
Yep. Loved it.
Cheers, Subo. Cheers, Ban.
See you later, guys.
See you next week, where Banjo apparently thinks United are going to draw with Liverpool.
Yeah. Anyway.
Have a good week, guys.
Take care, guys.
Have a good one, boys. Take care.